What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to do a channel on TRT. Been doing a lot of research on it, before I started, and scouring YouTube, trying to find information on it. So I wanted to do this channel to maybe help others, so you can make up your mind whether or not it's something that you're interested in doing. I think it's a personal decision, and I think you really need to do your research on it. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not here to talk you into it or tell you what to do. I think you need to do your own research and seek a medical professional advice before you do something like this, because it is messing with your hormones. Everybody's got a reason for doing it. I had my reasons. The main reasons I did it is, I've been overweight all my life. I weighed 98 pounds when I was in kindergarten. I'd work hard in the gym. I wasn't making any gains. Now that's not the reason why I decided to do TRT. I'm 48 now, so I've been having symptoms. I've got a history of anxiety, difficulty sleeping at night. I sleep 2 or 3 hours, wake up, 2 or 3 hours, wake up. Of course, I'm overweight. I'm 5'9". I've lost 25 pounds, but I'm still about 210 right now. And recently, had problems with my libido. I'm at the age where things start changing a little bit. And I've done a lot of research. This wasn't a quick decision that I made. This is like 6 months in the making. Last February, so about a year, I weighed about 235. I worked with a trainer, counted my calories, my macros, and all that stuff, and got my weight down to about where I am now. Really the last 6 months I've just kind of maintained, and I just, since the new year, I've started kind of back, counting calories and stuff. But I'd say back in July, I got my blood work done. Was always kind of curious where my testosterone level was, just because I've had fatigue and all those other symptoms. And my testosterone levels were, the total was around 400. And my free testosterone was 4.5. Now, your free testosterone should be about 2% of your total testosterone, and mine was only 1%. So of course I went to a local clinic here in town, and it's a TRT clinic. It's attached to a gym, so they do other things as well. And of course they said, your testosterone is low. We want to start you on testosterone. I didn't really want to do it at first, because you're messing with your testosterone. When you do something like that, you could become dependent on it. Your body kind of shuts it down, and it's kind of like you can get off of it, but it's difficult. So I want to do a lot of research, but when you start losing your libido and other things, and you're working hard in the gym and you're not really seeing any progress, and at my age, I'm like, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I think it's worth a shot. So I am taking, I'm only taking 160 milligrams a week. And now I didn't go through the clinic in town. I went through Peter MD, and this isn't an advertisement for anything. I'm not getting paid for anything. So I'm just giving you my experience. But I went through Peter MD, did a lot of research on some different clinics. And it seems to be one of the more affordable ones. I paid up front, I think 6 months ahead of time. It was, I actually found a promo code and paid like $525, I think, for the 6 months. And, you have the consult with the doctor, and they talk to you, and he's like, yeah, you qualify. So he started me off on 160 milligrams. Now, when I signed up, I had no intentions of doing HCG or anything like that. He had suggested HCG, but I declined it at the time, because I hadn't done any research. And, I'm not planning on having any kids or anything like that. In fact, I've had a vasectomy, so, I wasn't really worried about the testicular shrinkage. But then I started thinking, well, if this doesn't do what I think or I hope it's going to do, if it's going to help my symptoms, then and I want to get off of it, maybe it's a good thing to do the HCG or the ganadorelin, and that way maybe it'd be easier to come off of it if I decide to. So I did some research, and ganadorelin was available in my area. The HCG, I live in South Carolina, so they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't ship it to South Carolina. So I do ganadorelin. It's like 25 units a week. It's a one-time injection a week. The TRT, again, I do 40 units twice a week. I do an injection on subcutaneous injection on Monday and again on Thursday. So just to talk about my experience, I'm about on the 3rd week. Right off the bat, I could tell that I felt like maybe my metabolism was speeding up. I started sweating more. In the first week when I was working out, I noticed that, especially when I did supersets and stuff, I would kind of get sick to my stomach a little bit. And that only lasted maybe for the first few days. I guess my body's maybe adjusted to that, but I haven't had any issues with that. And I've been working pretty hard doing cluster sets and that sort of thing, and it hasn't bothered me. I could tell, and I don't know if it's just placebo or what, but the first injection, like that morning, I started sweating, which I thought was unusual, just sitting in my car. But I just felt like this focus. I just had this focus, which I thought was different and unusual. I do think that I've been sleeping better. Like, I feel like my sleep is deeper. I'm still waking up, but I'm old. I get up and go to the bathroom sometimes because I drink a lot of water. So, that really wakes me up. And sometimes I wonder, maybe I'm not getting comfortable. I know I've had a hard time trying to find the right pillow to get comfortable. Sometimes that wakes me up. But I do feel like I've been sleeping deeper. I haven't had any mood changes. No negative side effects, really. No acne or anything like that. Now, I'm starting like my 3rd week. So they say that you really maybe start feeling changes around 4 weeks, but it may take longer than that, several months, to really see any significant changes. As far as the gym goes, I've been trying to, it's kind of hard to tell. I've been working out for a while. Like I said, I've worked with a trainer. And as far as strength goes, and I haven't really been strength training as much. I've been trying to do more for hypertrophy. But it just seems like I hit a plateau. Like, it was hard for me to gain strength or those extra reps. And I would fatigue easily in the gym, especially CNS fatigue. It seems like my workouts have gotten a little bit better. Feel like I can go a little bit longer. I'm getting a pretty good pump. I'm going a little bit longer. I feel like my strength has maybe improved a little bit, or my rep tolerance has improved a little bit. So, I see that a little bit. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at, weight-wise, I'm at around, I got on the scale this morning, I was 207. I'm not really counting things closely. I kind of eat the same thing just out of convenience every day, and I eat a high protein. I'm eating like around 180 grams of protein a day, around 180 carbs. My fat's supposed to be somewhere around 50 grams, but I keep things pretty consistent. So I kind of know what I'm eating, but I'm not really counting, and I know I should count. It's just such a pain in the ass to weigh your food and all that stuff. But I have lost a little bit of weight over the past 2 or 3 weeks, like maybe 3 pounds. So, and I don't want to lose it fast. So one of the reasons I'm doing this again is just to kind of not only maybe give you information, but I'm just trying to document my journey, and so I can see the changes. It's hard to see it on yourself sometimes, but at least on a day-to-day basis. So, I want to keep doing these videos. Maybe it'll help somebody, help you make a decision. I don't really know what to expect. The 160 milligrams of testosterone is not really a lot. If you're looking to do it just to change your physique, it's not a good reason to do it, I don't think. And bodybuilders, they're taking like 500-600 milligrams. So, you know, I don't know what the 160 is gonna do, but I know that I was low, and I'm, you know, all that hard work I was putting in the gym, I hope I get something out of it. But the other part of it is I hope I get better sleep. I hope it helps with everything else, my libido and all that stuff, which I do think it has helped with that. So I hope that's helpful. I hope to make some more videos. If you will like and subscribe, I appreciate it. I'm kind of a newbie at this whole video thing, so I'm gonna try to edit, and maybe I'll give you some updated pictures and stuff like that. Leave your comments, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.